This Afterpod is made possible by Workday and U.S. Bank. Hello, Thought Leader listeners. This Afterpod, we feature Chris Lafond, CFO of Insurity of Hartford, which specializes in property and casualty processing and data solutions. Chris, when he joined us, was CFO of Intralinks, which last year was acquired by Synchronis. And prior to that, he was the CFO of Gartner, which during his tenure there as CFO, he saw the company grow from $850 million to more than $2 billion. We thought we'd share an anecdote that he shared from his career-building years at Gartner, where he decided to take a step down the ladder so he could step ahead. Here's Chris.
At a point in time when I was at Gartner, we were moving a big part of our organization out of corporate headquarters and into a remote location, and we were moving a lot of the finance function. And I put my hand up and said, I'd be interested in helping make that successful. And at the time, I reported directly to the president of the company. I was a financial planning leader, working with the president on all of his direct reports, and so engaging at the most senior levels of the company. And I put my hand up and said, sure, I'll come down to this organization that we're building away from our headquarters and take the assistant controller role. So go from reporting to the president of the company to reporting, 2 or 3 layers deep. Lots of people said, Chris, that is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm not sure why you would ever think about taking that kind of demotion, and people were calling it a demotion. Well, I stepped back and I had a really thoughtful reason why I did that. I knew 2 things. One, for me to advance further in the finance career, I really needed to learn the controllership side of the business. I needed to learn, that aspect of the business that I did not have in my background. And it would really be a broadening experience. And as I went through that, it absolutely was. It broadened me. It gave me an understanding of things that I had not developed a really full understanding of, and it allowed me to step outside my comfort zone and step into the controller side from the financial planning side. It also helped me really learn how to build a team, right? When you're starting up a new organization away from headquarters in a new place, hiring a whole new team, very few people relocated. So 80% of the people were new. So I spent a lot of time thinking about how do you make that team work, learned some things, made some mistakes, and learned from that. But also learned about communication and education, right? How are you going to talk about the business? How do you talk about your organization as you're building this team and trying to build something new for the company? So I think that experience was another, experience for me that was a huge milestone. I think from a habit perspective, I habitually focus on prioritization, whether it's in my personal life, whether it's at work. Every single day I come in and go, what if I don't get this done today, what is that thing? And if I do these 20 other, am I still going to be disappointed in this day? So it's not about the volume of things. It's really about prioritization and staying completely focused and aligned with whether it's my personal objectives, whether it's our business objectives. So I think that prioritization alignment are habits that for me have proven to be very successful.